Thank you for purchasing a Ruark Audio R7. In this video, we're going to show you how to set up your R7. Inside your box, you will find the R7 radiogram wrapped in a protective cloth bag, 4 spindle legs, 4 puck feet with fixing screws, a remote control with a remote battery, a telescopic aerial and a wire antenna, a spanner, a mains power cord and a user guide. Please note that the R7 is heavy and we recommend that 2 people should be present during setup. Your R7 can either be fitted with spindle legs or else it can be fitted with puck feet if you want to place it on an existing table or cabinet. In this video we are showing R7 set up with spindle legs, but the procedure for both is similar. To fit the spindle legs, use the foam inserts from the packaging and carefully place your R7 upside down. The aim of using the foam inserts is to keep the rotor dial control away from the floor, but likewise you could also use some cushions or books to achieve this. With R7 inverted, screw the 4 spindle legs into the mounting plates and hand tighten, but please take care not to over tighten. Once the legs are fitted, using 2 people, carefully turn your R7 over as shown and carry to where you would like it positioned. You can then adjust the leg tips to ensure that it is level and stable. For all movement of R7 on its spindle legs, it is very important that R7 is lifted and then moved, as dragging may cause breakage to the legs and cabinet, particularly on carpeted surfaces. Take your R7 remote control and gently prise off the magnetic base with the remote facing down. Slide the supplied coin cell into the battery slot, ensuring that the positive symbol is facing up, then reattach the base. For the next step, fit the telescopic aerial to the DAB FM antenna socket on the back of your R7 and gently tighten it using the supplied spanner and fully extend it upwards. The wire aerial is supplied in case you want a more discreet aerial installation, but it is still important that this aerial is spread out for better reception. Plug the mains power cord into the power socket on the back of your R7 and turn the power switch on. The R7 will now switch to standby mode and the R7 logo will appear. Press the power button on top of R7 to start the setup process. The R7 will prompt you to set up the language. Select your preferred language by pressing the arrow buttons or rotating the control knob on the R7 and press the control knob to confirm. On the next screen, you will now have the option to pair your remote control. Select Yes and then follow the instructions on the screen. It is important during pairing that you hold the remote close to the display and keep the control knob pressed down. When your remote is paired, Remote Paired will appear on the display and the blue indicator light on the remote will light brightly. Once paired, you can now either use the controls on the R7 or the remote control to continue with setup. Whichever you choose, press the control knob to continue. In the next part of setup, the screen will show the setup wizard. This takes you through setting up the date and time and also connecting R7 to the internet. Use the control knob to select Yes. The first screen in the setup wizard allows you to set time to either 12 or 24-hour format. Choose your preference and then click the control knob to continue. The next screen allows you to control how you would like the date and time to be updated. If you live in an area with good DAB or FM reception, then we would suggest that you choose one of these for auto update, as the time and date will quickly be restored in the event of the power being disconnected, and also the time will automatically update when the clocks change in spring and autumn. If you think most of your radio listening will be done using internet radio, then you should select the default Update from Network. This means that you have the option to not connect the telescopic aerial. However, if you choose Update from Network, you will need to change the time manually when the clocks change. For this video, we are setting the time and date through the default Update from Network option. If you select Update from Network, you will be asked to choose your time zone and whether you would like to turn daylight savings on or off. Use the control keys to make your selections and press the control knob to confirm. With the date and time set up complete, On the next screen, you'll be prompted to select your Wi-Fi region. Again, use the controls on R7 or the remote to scroll to your selected region and then press the control knob to confirm. R7 will now scan for Wi-Fi networks nearby and then display a list. At the top of the list will be the option for a wired Ethernet connection, but for this video we are establishing a wireless connection. Again, use the controls on R7 or the remote to select your network and then press the control knob to confirm. If your wireless router has a WPS button, you can choose the push button method to connect to your network. However, in this example, we are going to connect by entering a password. In most home wireless networks, the password is normally shown on your wireless router, or else it may be one that you have set yourself. Whatsoever, it is very important that the password is entered correctly, or else the connection will fail. Once you've entered your password, scroll to OK and then click the control knob to confirm. R7 will now establish a connection with your network, and connected will be displayed on the screen once complete. Please note that the initial connection can take up to 30 seconds. When your R7 has finished setting up, Setup Wizard completed will appear on the display. Press select to exit the Setup Wizard. If you live in an area where digital radio is available, at this stage we recommend you perform a full DAB scan to complete the setup. Press the control knob to confirm DAB as your source and start the scan. You are now ready to start enjoying R7's many features and expansive sound.